It's a story about a podcast and music by me. It has some people in it, but I can't count things. And also it's a filler from your favorite show. It's Grapecast, not GroupCast, and I'm Randy Newman.
Randy Newman may or may not be included in the contents of this podcast.
And welcome to Grapecast, 100% satisfaction guaranteed. This is
And grapes.
And grapes? Yeah, grapes. Grapes.
I ate all the grapes.
Grapes
Sorry
are
to
guaranteed also
They're no longer guaranteed. They've been eaten.
by Riley.
Wes had 3, so it's not all my fault.
So it's not Grapecast
Oh my
anymore.
fault.
It's now just cast.
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 It's just
So
We're all in casts.
So this is the filler show while Groupcast is on hiatus, if you didn't know. And I'm your surrogate host, Casey, along...
Get with it, world.
What?
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 in the butt.
Okay. And I also have here with me Wes.
Danger Zone!
Callbacks. And we also have Riley
Skulls of the Shogun!
and Hank.
How you doing?
Alright, so everybody's here, and they're all their enthusiasm. Everybody's unique and excellent. Yeah.
Who the hell are you? American judicial system?
What? Equal opportunity employer?
Yeah, that's what I meant. The
Judaism?
same thing in my eyes.
Yes, Wes. Judaism.
Hooray!
Judaism for everyone.
Hooray!
Kill the Jews. I mean, what?
Whoa there. Whoa.
Whoa.
So I recently
I think
learned-
what you meant to say was, kill with the Jews.
So, as unfortunate as it is,
Kill with
I've
the
recently
Jews.
learned that every era of human existence has hated the Jews.
Blood.
Yeah, basically.
Especially
Yeah,
people of Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan, because, that's common knowledge.
Because of Borat.
Oh, right. Yeah. We have the dispute over the Gaza Strip, and then before that we had Hitler, and then before that, in the Renaissance, people from Italy would just be like, "Oh, there's Jews here. We don't want your kind here. Go away." And they just sent them off. They just sent
And
them
we
off
got
elsewhere.
their face.
They didn't kill them or anything. They just like, "Nope, we're not going to have any of you. Just go away. Go away. We don't want
And
you
then
here."
in Israel, all the Jews were like, wow, none of these Jews want to spend any money. We don't want them either.
Yeah. All the people of
That-
Israel were like, "Jews? Nope, go away. Go away. We don't want your kind here."
What a terrific start to the show.
Yeah.
Jews.
Religion and politics.
Grapecast were secretly racist.
Good
We're
night,
not so
everybody.
secretly racist.
Slowly going to stop being secretly.
My roommate tells me that he actually is racist. I mean, he saw... No!
It's okay, though.
It's funny,
I'm not
though,
racist.
because the way I found out about that was I showed him that Jeff the Overexcited Black Guy animation, and he's like, "Finally, someone else in this school who's actually racist." I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on there. I'm not racist. I just get myself into a lot of racist situations.
Who do you think I am, Fred?
Yeah, I'm not Fred. Man, he hates me right now because I constantly
He's
call him
not
racist.
He's not racist.
He just hates black
He
people.
just, yeah, exactly.
That's not true at all.
Yeah, no.
That's not true at
Oh
all.
wait, that was me. Sorry.
Yeah, Jesus, man. What? What is wrong? Okay. Before we offend more ethnic groups,
My gosh.
Hank, we haven't had you, we haven't,
Now, you know what?
What?
You know what?
What?
Fuck Ukraine. Anyway, continue.
yeah, Ukraine. I have a professor from Ukraine. She's very offended
you?
at you right now.
I have an issue with Ukraine.
Why?
Obviously,
never give
you didn't
any-
pay much attention.
Because there's no me crane, and I want a crane too.
Okay. And
Yeah,
you get a crane, and you get a crane.
Ukraine. Why don't I get a crane, huh?
Everybody gets a crane!
Shut up, Oprah.
Brain now. Oh, yes.
So we've never had Hank on the show, though a long, long time ago, back in the distant year of 2012, he sent us emails. That was cool.
Woo!
Back in the 50s.
Back,
That's what I was gonna say.
back in, back in the 2012.
Quack in the 50s?
Black
Black
in the 50s.
future.
I said quack. This is involved with quacking.
Three quarks for Mr. Mark.
I might start doing that again. I don't know.
What? Having 3 quarks?
Doing stories.
Oh yeah, that spawned one of the best moments in GroupCast
Oh, yeah.
history. I can see where
I
this
love
is
it.
going. You can definitely see where this is going. Oh, never mind.
There was... Oh, hold on.
There once
I
was a
gotta-
little piggy in the woods. He oinked in happy simplicity. Then
I
one
can
day
see where
he
this is
died.
going. I can totally see where this is going.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm lost again. But please continue.
Yeah, exactly.
It was
Plot
great.
twist for the ages. A better plot twist than BioShock. Exactly. It's happy.
I think now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure that email, Hank. I'm pretty sure that email confirmed Half-Life 3
I think it did. Secretly, he was in on it.
secretly.
Yeah.
Either that email or what I'm about to ask. On what list does Santa write the names of the people who secretly control the world?
The Half-Life 3 list.
The
The Illuminati.
The Illuminati.
Okay.
It's an Illuminati. Illuminati and Santa.
Uh,
Like there's naughty and nice, and people who control the world are Illuminati.
There's also an Illuminacy list.
No, are you stupid? No.
Idiot.
Duh! Obviously not. And on the 11th day, no, not God. Santa
Go
said.
home, Riley. You're drunk.
And on the 11th
Sorry.
day, Santa said, "Let there be Illuminati." I'm quoting from the Bible
Because anybody
there, by
that
the way.
controls the world isn't nice. I mean, that's just obvious.
Yeah,
Of course,
exactly.
everybody.
I'm
I
going
keep throwing a rock around in my hands and like missing and hitting my computer with it. I hope that's not bad for it.
That probably isn't good for it, though. It may not be bad, but it's not good.
I just heard walking around on your hands.
I want a dictator who takes over the world with love and happiness.
All I heard was I want.
Dictator, though. He'd be more of like a vagina-tator.
Oh, okay. Sure.
That sounds like a vagina potato.
I don't want to think about that. That would be the ugliest potato ever.
You would love it. Don't deny it.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
You
be
run
me.
into those from time to time, like when a tomato or potato is stuck to another one.
Okay. No,
I don't
I've
know.
never.
I'm pretty sure I've seen quite a few when we were cutting them at work, so yeah.
So yeah, Riley, how's your new job going?
I start tomorrow, so it's going great so far.
All right, good to hear.
So freaking fantastic.
See, both your past job and this future job take place in food-related areas, so that's why
Kind
I
of.
wasn't sure
One
which
was
one you were
dealing
talking
with
about.
food. The other wasn't.
So anyway, getting down to the meat curtains and potatoes of this whole debacle.
Does the carpet match the grapes? Anyway, continue.
Actually, no, they don't. One is brown and the other one is rainbow. Okay, so the question of the day here is from Lennon. Lennon is putting together, as we have mentioned multiple times on the show, here or otherwise, that we're putting together a joint channel where we smoke joints and play video games called Multiplayer.
You weren't gonna make that joke I was about to.
Well, I had to make it before anyone else did because it was far too obvious to pass up.
I actually didn't even think
Mom.
about it.
Well, good for you, Riley. You are pure of brain.
No, not really.
Okay.
I just woke up.
Oh, okay. Were you sleeping?
I was napping,
Oh, okay, that's sleeping.
I guess.
Anyway, awkward sentences aside, Lennon is putting together some top 5 related videos, and he wants like, if you guys were on YouTube and looking for top 5 videos, like, of any video game related sort, what would you what would you search for? What would you want to see a top 5 video of that relates to video games?
So you mean like top 5 best
Like, would it-
cutscenes or
So
something?
it would be
Yeah,
one
stuff
that's
like that.
already existing? Oh, okay, you
Yeah.
mean like that.
So
I
far-
understand where you're from.
So far, we have, I think, most innovative boss fights, best Team Fortress 2 weapons, etc.
That's really specific.
Well, those,
Let's start with one that causes hours and hours of discussion and just go right to the point with the next one.
those are
Because
just
we don't want to spend any more time on this thing.
those ones are just
Top
examples.
5.
Top 5
Uh,
clothing dyes in Fable 2.
Top
I
5
think
parts
that's a
that
good
made you want to sell your mom on the black market.
What?
Obviously,
I
you've
don't
never
like it.
played a really frustrating video game.
I've played plenty of frustrating video games, sir.
Number
AKA
one-
every video game I've ever played.
Number 1 would be, the original Mario 2. Super Mario 2.
Now, is this the
Not
Lost
the
Levels or the?
No, not the American, the Japanese one.
Oh yeah, I played that once and I just blew up my Wii because it was just
Yep.
that annoying. I exploded it. I exploded it right in the face. So like,
Did you at least clean it up afterwards?
no, I just let it there to rot.
Okay.
I'm cold like that.
Yummy.
Yeah, I made some Wii stew.
It'd be funny if it like turned into like this wee robot baby thing. Be interesting. After you blow up
Oh,
on
it's a
it.
wee robot baby. That started off Irish and ended up Indian.
Yeah, it kind of did. Good work.
It was great.
Those
So,
countries
yeah,
are
like-
close enough. I mean, whatever.
So like, top 5 most frustrating video games, for example, like you just said, or to put it as Riley said, top 5 video games that make you want to sell your mom on the black market.
I wanna do
think
that.
that have to be the title. Yeah, I have a couple that I can give you. Trust
Go,
me.
go
no.
on. We'll
Good
take
one.
we'll take any of them.
I have a good one.
Okay, go on.
Top 10 circumstances of rolling a 1.
And it's all just going to be the D&D games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a stampede of Rhyhorn coming at you. I'm gonna punch one in the face. 1.
I thought you were gonna say like
It
top
was-
10
no.
circumcisions of 2013 or something.
Okay. That's
I roll for a search. 1, you find your own feet. You find Skeletor. You find Brett Favre.
you find Skeletor's feet.
Different parts of Skeletor.
You find Skeletor's left eye socket.
Why do you find a socket? You have to.
Because he
you
doesn't
have
have
to find
eyes.
a piece.
He only has sockets.
Someone
Put your
punched
dick
his
in the
face
socket.
and his face exploded. Now you have to find the pieces of Skeletor's face and reconstruct it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the greatest D&D game I've ever heard.
But yeah, other top 5s. Anything.
I don't know.
Top 5 environments in a game.
Riley, you said you had like a bunch.
I know, but I can't just break up all your good ideas for a bunch of ones that sound like,
We're listening, Riley. Nobody else has any other ideas.
Hey, one. At least that Hank finish.
He already finished. Go on. Stop
Oh.
stalling. Stop stalling and
Don't stare at me.
I'm calling
I'm
your
imagining-
bluff. I'm calling your bluff. Go.
Are you now?
I'm
Yeah.
The
calling
top
your
5
bluff a
games-
woman. What do you want to do about it?
My bluff is a woman, so I don't really see the issue. Anyway, the top 5 games where you can actually ride a cow. Because there are a couple.
Okay, sure.
Like I said, they're not good ones in anyone else's eyes but mine.
Okay.
That's why I was just gonna be like, no, you know what? It's dumb, but fuck you.
Well, I called you out on it, and I win.
You did.
Okay.
You
So,
win.
if you come up upon any ideas,
The top
just
5
shout-
knockoff video games,
that's a
That's
good one.
like
Top 5 movie video
almost
games.
like Transmorphers,
Yeah,
but video game.
Game Grumps was talking about the Asylum the other day.
What
It's
were
pretty
they?
awesome. Yeah, and yeah, they talked about Transmorphers.
That's really the one that almost everyone knows.
Yeah, that and Sharknado and Sharktopus.
Yep.
And apparently that Sherlock Holmes, except where everyone is in the Cretaceous period, because you guys
This
would
sounds great.
insisted on saying Cretaceous and not Cretaceous. Yeah, good times.
Hooray!
I was gonna bring up something and I can't remember what it was. So now, here's 45 more
dialogue.
top 5 dialogue. Okay.
I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of.
I'm the host, so I'm obligated not to think of any. Yeah, suck on that.
I'm not gonna suck on anything of yours.
Oh, alright. Guess I'll put away my pickle. Let's see. Obviously, you could go with the classic ones that everybody would want to look at, like top 5 soundtracks, top 5 most artistic video games,
The top 5 picture capture games.
picture
Like-
like Pokemon Snap,
Yeah.
and whatever
if you want
else
ideas-
exists out there.
Just go on the
They're
John Tron
unique.
show and just
Yeah,
look
he
at
does a couple
the
of those.
he's done, and then just like go off of those, like
Well-
not the same ones. I mean, just like using that same sort of mentality.
Well, you see, Lennon is like one of the biggest JonTron fans in the history of anything, so I'm sure he's taken those into consideration anyway. So there
Okay.
you go. But yeah, all those ones aside that I mentioned, like the most obvious ones. But we do kind of want to go with something a little bit more unique. The knockoff video games. I like that idea. That would be a good one. So,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and now 45 minutes of silence while we think of other stuff.
So Wes and I are badasses.
Oh yeah, that's right. Tell us about that.
Wes,
The thing
would you
that I completely missed unknowingly.
We rented scooters, and we
Not
drove
just
half
any
the
scooters.
hill.
Not yeah.
What?
What kind of scooters?
The
50cc
scooters
ones,
that-
the ones in the gray zone.
Oh snap! The gray zone. Something
The
I've
gray
never
zone
heard of,
scooters.
and doubtfully anybody else has heard of either.
Because 51cc and above, you need a motorcycle license, and 49cc and below, you don't. But 50cc, you need a driver's license, but not a motorcycle license.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So it's the gray zone.
So you guys just rented these for a while and just drove them around Gettysburg?
We
And
went halfway to
Biglerville.
Biglerville and turned around because I couldn't make it up the hill.
Because you got tired.
I'm a large man on a small motor vehicular device.
I wish you had taken pictures because that would have been hilarious to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
we will next
then I got
time.
us lost in the battlefield.
I'm pretty sure that the way it works with badassery and motorized scooter vehicles, the larger it is and the louder it is, that's usually what makes it badass. Because if you guys just like rode on some tiny wimpy little buzzing scooters, like if you were in a car and you heard a fly buzzing, it's actually a scooter, that doesn't count.
Shut up, Casey.
And then later that day, for some stupid reason, well, not stupid reasons, mostly because Ryan and Liz don't have things,
Yeah. They don't have
we
things.
rented what are called the Scoot Coops.
The Scoot... What?
The Scoot Coops. Wes had already left at this point because he had things to do.
So, a scooter with 4 doors?
It's a scooter, well, a coupe is 2-door.
Oh,
it's not
yeah.
coupe
A sedan is
sedan.
4 doors. Okay,
It's
so it
not
has
a
2
coupe
doors.
sedan. But it doesn't have doors because you just get
Don't
into
judge
it.
me, I can't
It's
car.
It's a 3-wheel scooter. That's
So, a tricycle.
Kind of, with the front being, the front has 2, the back has 1. When you go downhill, it wants to flip upside down. The usual.
Yeah, okay.
It's supposedly a 2-seater, but like you try to fit me and Tumis in there, it just doesn't work very well.
Yeah. I don't know
So
what
Wes,
it is about those...
Never get one.
I don't know what it is about those motorcycles that have 3 wheels, essentially tricycles with motors. Something
Ones on
about
the
them
spiders.
just is upsetting
So,
to me.
The
It's like
front 2 wheels or back 2 wheels?
back 2
Yeah.
wheels.
The
Oh,
back 2 wheels are, I don't really,
I don't
I
see
don't
the
care
appeal.
for. Like, if it's a Harley, more of a survey car box, where, like, it's not a seat, it's just, like, a trunk for a motorcycle, and it turns it into a trike, that's fine. But, like, I don't really particularly care.
Yeah,
for,
what I don't understand, maybe it's just the fact that we have another wheel on a motorcycle that doesn't really need another wheel, but for whatever reason, I don't like them. They're just weird. They don't make a lot of sense. I see them on the
The
road, and I'm
front-
like, that is a sad man driving.
The front 2-wheel Can-Am Roadsters are really stupid.
yeah, I
I don't
like
even know
So
why
there are-
you would buy one.
So there are motorized vehicles. I don't know what to call them. I want to call them motorcycles, but they're not. So
They're classified as such, but
okay, well,
yeah, they're
so there are motorcycles
Tricycles.
with 2 wheels on the front and 1 on the back.
yep, that's a Can-Am Roadster.
Why? Why? That doesn't make sense either.
I don't know.
Like, that seems, like Riley said, a lot more susceptible to tipping over.
They are.
Well, the Scoot Coops, literally, I felt like Ryan and I were going to die. I was writing up my last will and testament. Maybe that's why I thought we were going to die, but either way,
hopefully.
I had to do
Good
it.
thing you were wearing your brown pants that day.
And I wasn't. I was wearing my orange pants. Close
Oh,
enough.
well that... Well then, sucks to be
That's
you,
a
I
fact.
suppose.
Quick interruption.
Yes.
My laptop doesn't want to charge, and it's about to die, so I'm going to leave for like 10 or 15 minutes
Okay,
to
that's
see if I
fine.
can fix it, and then I may or may not be back.
Well,
Good-
take
good-
your
good-
time.
Bye, Wesley.
Okay.
it.
I may or may not be right back.
okay.
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 So anyway, on the topic of weird, small, very strange cars, today, right before I was about to leave, my stepbrother and his friends decided, oh, we're going to go on the lake. We're going to go take a ride on on our boat, because we happen to own a boat. So his friends came over, and they were driving this dinky little Miata. It was
The Mazda Miata, the MX-5.
it was tiny, and it was orange, and these are 3 larger
All
than
the
average
Wait,
grown
wait.
men. What? What?
3
Riley?
grown men in a Miata.
Yes.
Sounds like an orgy.
Well, it was something else.
Miatas only have 2 seats.
Exactly.
Oh, interesting.
So here's what
Who
happened.
had butt in the ship on top of the ship?
Well, I'll get to it. Here's what happened. They came in, and we were just gotten done eating dinner, and we look outside and we see that thing, and we're just like, how are they going to fit in there? Because not only are these, like I said, 3 fully grown men who are taller than average. All 3 of them, I think, were football players at one time. Not only are those 3 getting in that car, they also have several bags and also a cooler. So we're just looking out the window like, how are they going to do that? First, they take off like the entire roof because it's a convertible. So they take that off and throw it aside.
Just throw it on the ground.
And so we see them play rock paper scissors to see who gets the to sit behind the seats in that little limbo area between the trunk, or what you could hardly call the trunk, and the front seats. And my stepbrother, who happens to be the tallest of all of them, loses. So he gets the back and sits. He's holding the cooler, and it's at a 45-degree angle, balancing between the back of the car and the front seats. He's like clinging onto that for dear life. So they start backing out, and everything is fine. And then the body of the car hits the ground. There's so much weight in the car that the body won't let it move. So what they ended up having to do was we had to get my stepdad out, push the car, and it had to just coast down the hill so they could even go anywhere. It was the funniest thing I had seen all day. It was great.
Sounds impossible.
It was. I don't know how they pulled that off. Luckily, the boat wasn't very far from where they were. They pretty much just had to coast the whole way. But yeah, that was funny. I don't know why they were driving that of all things. We had a Ford Expedition in the driveway, and they decided, nope, we're not gonna use that. Nope, I don't think so. We have a Miata. We're gonna put all of our very heavy bodies and very heavy drinks and bags in this tiny car and attempt to drive down to the lake. So Riley, how's it going?
I think he died.
I think he did die. Everybody's
Dang
gone.
Right, so I've been talking and I may have muted my mic. Anyway.
Oh, lovely. This
Typical.
is going
I
so
just
well
want to say
right now.
the fact that Miatas have actually decent engines in them.
Yeah,
So
they
they must be decent sized people.
once they got going, they were fine. Like, they didn't coast the whole way. They were able to drive it. It was funny because they backed out and then we just heard clunk, and it wouldn't move. So they had to really, really rev that engine to make it go.
What you're saying is he probably just broke it all.
I don't know. He probably could have just picked it up and went on his merry way. And I was saying, and if they took a too large of a turn, it would have just toppled over. And right as they got it picked up, a gust of wind blows, and it blows them away.
Probably.
That must have been the most hellish trip to the lake. Like, the most hellish half a mile ever.
Were you there when they came back?
No, I had left. So,
that sucks.
I don't know if
That
they
was
made it
one
or
of-
not.
Yeah, I would've
because my
wanted to
house,
know.
Riley, you've been to my house. My house
Yeah.
is on a hill. So to get back up, carrying all of that,
Well, they'd have to go the
equipment.
long way around. That's slightly less hilly.
it wouldn't matter. Every way to my house is a hill.
Yes, but there's some that have a lot more downhills that help build momentum for going up the hills.
That is true. And so I sincerely hope they were actually able to make it. So yeah, that was
If
pretty
not-
hilarious.
They just one person drove back and got another vehicle.
Yeah, I like I said, they could have just picked it up, and they could have picked up the car. It would have been that
And
easy.
Carried it.
That car was tiny. I don't understand why people so large would drive such a
See,
small car.
I don't want a Miata, but I do want a midget. But that's just me.
A midget driving a Miata, perhaps?
No, an MG midget.
Oh, wait, there's a... Wait,
It's a car called an MG midget. Google it.
okay.
Use the Google.
Kind of like how there was a car back in like the 80s, 70s, or 80s or something called the Cunt.
I did know of that, but the midget is also known as the Austin Healey Sprite.
Okay.
Let's just say the fact that it's not much longer than I am tall.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
If you think of Miata small.
Yeah, and then there's that car that Mr. Bean drives. I want one of those.
What is it?
I don't remember what it is, but it's like a really tiny Like it's
I thought it was just
practically
like a
only.
Mini Cooper. Kind
Yeah,
of.
it's just like a Mini Cooper. I think that's what it is.
Oh, it is a Mini Cooper.
Bright yellow,
Does it have
very
black
small
with
compared to
black
even the small cars of London.
Yeah, it's a midget. Or not a
It's
midget.
best where he puts the couch on top.
Yeah. Well, it's a single seat. It would appear.
That is
At
some
least from the
brilliant
picture
writing
that I'm
done for
looking
that
at
show.
right now.
Yeah, I don't understand. Why are all these cars being named after, like, very offensive names, or apparently offensive names, because midget is offensive. I suppose
No,
it must
no,
be.
it wasn't back in, the
Yeah,
60s, 70s.
yeah, and apparently cunt was not very
I
offensive
still
either.
don't know what car that was.
I think it was a Volkswagen. I don't remember. But yeah, there was a car called that. So eventually in the far future, or maybe not so far future, like 30 years in the future, we're going to have like offensive words such as like focus.
Focus. Ah!
Focus. Ah, how dare you?
I think PT Cruiser is already an offensive word, though.
PT Cruiser
That's
is
just
an
'cause it's a
offensive
PT
car.
Cruiser.
Have you seen
What's
those
that?
things are the ugliest cars I've ever seen.
I actually know someone who really, really loves them. Would you like to
Well,
know who it is?
Well, good for them.
It's a grandmother who's like close. She's 62, I think.
Well, good for them.
That's pretty much the only people that like the Cruiser
Yeah.
of the PT variety.
I think.
Yeah, Wes is back. Sort of. Hooray!
Congrats,
missed
Brad.
Wes came back and Riley's voice started lagging.
The West came back the very next day. Okay.
Congrats.
Congratugrads. Wes, you
Howard.
missed our conversation about how in the future cars of today would be
Congratugrats.
offensive names. What is going on outside my dorm?
My girlfriend already thinks the Baja is an offensive name.
Wait, what?
Because the Subaru Baja.
Bah.
What is?
You know the Subaru Baja
I like the Baja.
car truck thing?
Baja just sounds
Yeah.
like a very haughty
Yeah.
laugh.
Ethan, it's not offensive, but do you know what the Baja kind of originated from?
Do tell
Not
Riley.
originated from, but it's like replaced. The Brat.
The brat.
The Brat. The Subaru Brat.
Oh, okay.
Wes, I'm sure you know what a Brat is.
I know what a beret is.
Nope.
It's a kind of hat.
Brat?
A Subaru Brat is essentially a small El Camino.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So good.
someday, like 30 years in the future, Passat is going to be an offensive word. Yeah,
That's just because it's yeah.
yeah. Or like
You drive
MKZ.
Well, I mean, think about it. My car's called the Escort.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
that you could call that a name for a prostitute.
Exactly. So
Yeah, but that's only if you like. If some really super politically correct guy came up to your house and saw that in the driveway, he'd be like, "Nope, I will have none of this." He will send your.
Be hilarious.
He will drive that. Well, no, he wouldn't drive it. He would expel it
run it over
all
with
the
a
way
brick.
back to the red light district. And he'd say, "No, none of that. We don't
None of
like
that."
your kind here.
You
That's
just keep
what he would
repeating
do
that.
with your
No,
car.
none of that.
None of that. I
So how about-
banish you to the red light district."
How about the Mazda, the Puda?
The Puda. That's
L-A-P-U-T-A.
just funny. La Puda.
I'll let you guess what that translates to.
L.A.
The bitch.
Puda.
Puda.
The farter?
No, I already said it. The bitch.
Well, I think it's technically it's
Wait.
bitch or whore or one of those.
Yeah, one of those.
Did you say the furniture?
Bitch or whore, when sped up, sounds a little bit like furniture.
Apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you talk about the Honda Fitta, which in Norwegian means cunt.
Norwegian?
Norwegian.
Norwegian. Or
I don't.
Swedish.
We don't take kindly to them Norwegians. Yeah, racism is back.
Ignorant Norwegians.
And it started here.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
That's right.
Racist.
Cars are racist, and so are we.
Racist. NASCAR. Rednecks. Full circle. We can go now.
No.
No,
I reckon
Full
those
Oval got
says
back.
NASCAR.
What other car names are just sound funny in general?
I'm trying. I'm doing what I can.
I just
That's
like
not a car name.
Passat does sound funny though. And why would you want to call speaking of Volkswagens, why would you want to name the model of a car Golf?
Well, how
I don't
about
understand that.
The Volkswagen thing.
The Volkswagen thing. They're gonna run out of names. Because if you're
Well-
naming a model of a car, you
Hey,
gotta name
no,
it
you-
something
you do
smooth
know
and
what-
sleek.
Yeah.
Whoa. Back to Soul Train Up.
Yeah.
Things were awesome.
Oh yeah.
They could float.
They
What?
can float actually. They still
I
can.
know.
They didn't stop when they stopped being popular. They still
Some
do.
things can float. Not all things, though.
No, there's a car called Volkswagen thing.
Really?
Yeah. You
Well, I
thought I
didn't
was
know.
joking?
I
Yeah.
can't remember this,
It's-
Riley.
I think it's
shut up.
technically like
Shut
the
up.
one-
Shut up.
It's
Shut
the
up.
181
Shut up.
or something
Shut up.
technically.
Shut
It's
up.
It was based
Listen.
off a military
Listen
vehicle.
to the words of which I speak.
No,
Is it like the James Bond car?
not really.
Hold on.
It's very thingy.
That's funny. Why would they call a car like? That's just my point. Why would they
Wasn't
call
it?
a car that?
Couldn't you like? It was essentially. You could do whatever you wanted with it.
Let's take a look at this. Well, I can't take a look at it because I'm recording, but I'll take your word for it. Volkswagen 181.
Yeah, that's the actual. That's the.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
the
it was
Type
so
181.
thing was like a nickname or what?
No, in America it was sold as the thing.
That's weird.
Well, like
So
how
there's one car that
here we have the Ford Windstar. In Europe, they have the Ford Galaxy.
Oh,
But
okay.
Galaxy is spelled with a Y and not an IE like my Galaxy was.
Yeah, because you
Oh, I
had.
didn't know it was spelled like that. And like how in Japan there's the Nissan Skyline. I don't remember what it's called here, even though they don't make them here. But it has a different name, and I can't remember what it is.
But one of my grandpa stories is before he became a manufacturer like he is now doing sidecars and such, he had his own garage and body. And one of the things he did on top of that was he towed cars. Like he was a tow truck driver.
Yeah.
He went and towed stranded cars, or he didn't do like repo stuff, but he did like helping you out kind of stuff.
Right.
In Harris, where he still currently lives, apparently a guy and his 3 kids drove off a bridge. Like something, I forget what he said happened, but they ended up driving off a bridge into the Susquehanna River,
Oh wow.
and everyone was fine. The car was awesome, and they crawled out of the car and sat on the ragtop roof for about an hour till he got there, and it just sat there and floated.
Wow.
And my grandpa threw the tow hook down to him. The guy dove in the river, attached the tow hook up around the rear axle. He swam the kids to shore, and my grandpa hoisted it up out of the river.
So that would mean that this car had a density that was less than water.
They're also extremely, I think, resilient would be the term, because Dad's uncle used to have a telephone pole as a mailbox, and a Volkswagen thing came flying going like 50. Well, he went flying going like 50 and hit the telephone pole, and took it out, and kept going
That's weird.
with a telephone pole on the
I've
front
never
of the car.
heard of this car before, but then again, there's a lot of things I don't know about cars. All I know, to quote Jeremy Clarkson, this is how I know a car works. It's gas
mad.
gas goes in, it sprays out, it makes the pistons go. Witchcraft happens, and your car goes forward.
I love Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah, he's great. That's why I prefer British Top Gear to all the other Top Gears. Fuck American Top Gear. They try.
I
They try
kind of
too
like
hard. They
certain
try
parts.
too hard.
I like it because they're more muscle cars because of Adam Ferreira. I like it for that. That's basically it. And
Yeah,
Rutledge
but I've-
kind of looks like me.
What I've noticed is that British Top Gear, all they really care about are like Jaguars and like
I don't like their taste in cars.
Fancy cars.
Aston Martin.
Yeah,
and
not my
European
type.
cars.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a European show. They're
Yeah.
adhering to their audience, but still, you know. There's also a Russian Top Gear, and I kind of want to see what that's
Is
like.
there?
There
I know there's a
is.
Korean one.
There is a Russian Top Gear.
Didn't the BBC Top Gear do something with the Russian Top Gear, or was that another one?
Maybe they're all
I
subsidiaries
know the
of the same
Korean
company.
did something with the
thing.
Australian one. I think it was.
I think
somewhere.
it might have been the Australian one.
Yeah.
The one where they did the double decker bus race, and they
I'm
they
pretty
took
sure
two
that was
cars.
Australian.
They took two cars and welded one on top of the other, and the bottom guy had the gas and accelerator, the accelerator and the brake. The top guy had the steering, or something like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Australian.
You can't go wrong with their crazy racing experiments and whatnot.
Also, this isn't like an offensive name, but a name for a car. You always have the cappuccino.
That's also very bizarre.
Welcome to Suzuki's.
Suzuki's are weird. Yeah, like I was
The
saying,
Balagrafo Bimbo.
like if you that one. There's that one. I've heard about that before. And there's the bread company called Bimbo, but they're Mexican, so it's probably some sort of word in Spanish. So
There's
I don't
this
know.
ad for Bimbo that had like the Bimbo logo like across some kid's like shirt.
oh
kinda
god,
It's like a
That's
bunch
terrible.
of kids and one kid has like the emblem right over his shirt.
that's like a couple months ago. I don't remember exactly when, but some Spanish, Mexican, what have you, family actually sued Target because they found out that one of their shoe companies that they sell there, the name of the shoe company was Spanish for urine, and they thought that was offensive. So they sued Target. I don't know if they won or not. Probably not, but it was still funny when I saw that. I don't understand that. And I don't understand where these weird names for cars come from.
Belly Boy.
I also don't understand why do like normal conventional cars have like really cool names or weird names, and yet like actual names for their models, and yet for like more exquisite and expensive cars like luxury cars,
Their
you
numbers.
have names that are all numbers and letters. Why is that? Is that supposed to be like the code for fancy? Like if you have a
Essentially.
fancy car, the way you know that is it if it's all numbers and letters. Because I own a Saab, and the Saab model name is 900S. And all I know is that in the 80s and before that, like Saab was hot.
Whatever
shit.
came before the 80s.
Yeah,
Well, I
whatever
mean-
came before the 80s. I can't really remember.
There are
all-
some Saabs with actual names.
Like what, Riley?
The Saab Sonnet.
Yeah, and also there's the Saab Arrow, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, but it's the 9.3 Arrow or 9.5
Yeah.
Arrow.
Either way, the majority of the cars have
Yeah.
like all. Because I was once upon a time I was looking through a magazine from the 80s and I found a Saab commercial, a Saab advertisement. So apparently they were luxury cars at one time, but now nobody cares. So
Well,
there you go.
that's because Saabs just kind of don't live.
They just kind of disappeared.
They just died.
You guys and your sob stories.
Yeah, that's the first joke everybody makes. I've heard it far too many times to tolerate. Hank, I'm going to kill your family now.
That's very good. I don't need them.
Okay. So yeah. A rare moment of clarity. Something.
Well, a bunch of like a fortune cookie fortunes on my desk. Interesting.
I want to see a fortune cookie. Like when you break it open, the fortune is
No.
in bed.
It just says in
Fortune
bed.
of in bed.
In bed, in bed.
That would be the best thing ever, because that would be one that you really just, it defeats the purpose of the whole game.
Or it would just say, you're inbred.
No.
In bed.
You're inbred in bed. Now
Because you
it's
do
like a
the
tongue
game
twister
and
almost.
it just, yeah. It shows you who you really are.
Socks? Sue socks.
I sewed Sue's socks for $7.
Oh, okay.
It only cost me $1.50. How much profit did I make?
Pretty sure
$900.
17 cows!
Over 9,000. My channel reached over 9,000 video views today.
Congratulations.
Pretty. Yay for me. Not like anyone cares. Like, comment, subscribe. That's right, I'm selling out.
Like, comment, subscribe,
Wes is
favorite.
becoming one of them. We have to take him out before he goes too far. Let's run him over with scooters.
Yeah, have fun with that.
Where are we
while
going to
I'm
take
up
him out
here
to?
on the 5th floor of a building.
You don't know.
You'll
Oh,
never,
they're light enough that I'll throw him up there.
you'll never catch me.
We'll just throw him at him and then run him over up there.
Actually,
Light him.
surprisingly enough, remember how back last year and spring semester, how I was saying how ghetto the residence hall I was in was.
Yeah, do you still have, like, bars on your windows?
I don't actually. There aren't bars on these. 'Cause I'm in a completely different hall. They look identical from the outside, but inside this one looks like a freaking hotel. It's like there's carpet, there's
The other one didn't have
actual-
carpet.
No, it didn't have carpet. It was all tile floor. Like the common room is like hardwood, shiny and awesome. It's very clean. There's a stereo in the bathroom for some reason that pumps out pop music, but that's beside the point.
In the
There's
bathroom?
an actual front desk instead of a room. It's very fancy.
Very
It's
posh.
very fancy. Very
So
very
fancy.
posh. Yes. Yes.
It makes me feel so fancy inside.
Well, compared to the other one, it's like this place is a mansion by comparison.
Yeah. Indeed.
You
Yes,
get a
indeed,
butler?
quite, yes. Yes, quite.
You should become Batman. You can imagine.
What if I already am? Then
You
what?
Batman
lose
goes to
17 turtles together, they are unstoppable.
Really?
Continue.
Hold on, Riley. I want you to analyze that sentence in which you just spoke.
If you glue 17, they're unstoppable.
Why
yeah?
not 16? Why not 18?
'Cause
Why
17 is a
turtles?
magic number.
No, 3 is a magic number.
No.
Yes, it is. It's a magic number.
No.
A man and
It's
a
not.
woman had a little baby. They were
Would you-
3 in the family. And that's a magic number.
Would you like me to explain why 17 is the magic number?
No! 3 is the
Okay.
magic number.
Not for turtles. For turtles, it's
Turtles
17.
can go suck a dick.
You know what? Yeah, I can't even do a turtle sound anymore. I forgot how it sounds.
You were like, ah. The African bull tortoise, which actually doesn't exist. But yeah. Oh, that was great. Back when Riley couldn't talk correctly.
I still can't talk correctly depending on the day.
Yeah, you have your moments, but you're better now.
Yeah, it's because I kind of have to be.
Turtis.
I do things with my life now.
Turtis.
Turtle.
I don't
Fair
do
to-
anything with my life, or at least I'm attempting to.
I don't do anything with your life
do it
either.
with your life.
What am I gonna do? I don't know.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
Maybe
we don't know
tea.
either.
Teaing is probably a good idea. Eating, drinking.
Yep, those things are inevitable, so yeah.
Supposed to poop every now and then.
Remember, kids, always brush your pancreas twice a day.
Twice daily.
How did you guys like that preview video that I made for Flying Squid and Ender Dragon?
Good.
Thanks, Ralph.
My guesses are either Drew Carey, Randy Newman, or Charlie's going to come back and do something stupid.
Well, I'm not going to tell you. You'll have to find out for yourself.
Wow.
When is it coming back?
Next week.
Oh, really?
Yep. This it's going to alternate between weeks because I have another channel that requires animation, and I can only do a certain amount of those per
Probably
week.
wondered.
Yes, I'm doing one of those. This week, I'm going to work on a new segment for that. But, yeah. It's a segment I call How Do They Know That, in which I explore how they know things. I'm not sure what I'm going to do at the moment, but I'm thinking something like, how do they know that the core of the Earth is like nickel and something else? Like, if they've never been there. Like, the deepest hole ever dug is like 6 miles or something like that. That's hardly the radius of the Earth.
Yeah.
I was also thinking about
Obviously, you've
doing
never
one
looked
like-
at a map. It's only 2 miles wide.
What's only 2 miles wide? Okay, so the people who dug that 6-mile deep hole actually
They
dug
dug-
into space out the other
They
side.
No,
dug
they dug
they
into the
actually
moon.
dug inside of Saturn. They just didn't tell you that.
Because little known fact, Saturn is 6 miles away.
Uh-huh.
I said
All
No.
inside of Saturn. It's 6 miles wide.
Oh, okay.
God. Stop. Pay attention, Liz. God.
Liz. That's a joke I don't get. And nobody else will either.
She doesn't have an attention span. She just
I
doesn't.
still
really
need to
pay
meet
attention
her.
to it.
Eventually I
You
will.
could have yesterday, but no, you had to be Casey.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
usually am.
I
And
saw
now you're
Dan
not going to see me.
yesterday.
You won't be able to see me for another 7 weeks, so
I don't
suck on
care. I
that.
saw Dan yesterday.
Did you?
Poseidon Dan, yes, I did.
Cool.
He called me, but I was too dead to answer my phone.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I heard.
He's existing.
Yep. Hardly.
He's not
He is
been
going to
booked.
Millersville, though.
I don't know where you got that from.
He told me that.
Like going like
His mouth.
live in Millersville or like to school.
He told me he got accepted to Millersville and he's gonna come here in the spring.
Really, he
Huh.
didn't mention that, but I didn't really ask him.
He said that he wanted to go for history and history and education because he wanted to be a history teacher.
It's a good thing to do.
Yep, this is just what I've heard. So, for those of you who are wondering where Dan the Poseidon Steinhardt are maybe at any time,
He's existing. He's
he's
still
existing
technically alive.
somewhere, and hopefully we'll have him back on the actual show GroupCast, which is going to show up this Saturday, right, Wes?
Something like
Is
that.
it?
Okay.
Oh, okay then.
Wait, this Saturday or next Saturday?
Well,
I don't know. It's not
Well,
like
no,
you're the one
is-
that-
What did you just say?
He said like this coming Saturday,
yeah, this coming
Oh.
Saturday.
or is it
Probably.
next Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh.
If you need more time, there's always more time for GroupCast. And Grapecast.
I thought it was just cast.
Well, it is.
Well,
It
today
is
is
just cast
cast.
now because
Whenever
Riley ate all the grapes.
I was
Like
hungry.
a greedy
Okay?
little whore that he is.
You know what? Get over it.
I can't.
So we don't know when we're coming back, but I won't be on the show, and I don't know who will actually be on the show. It's still a matter of questioning.
I'm assuming
Interrogation.
me. I'm assuming me.
Yeah.
What about you?
I definitely think
Am I on the show?
You are right now, yes.
Well, this isn't the show. This is the
this
thing.
is the fake show.
This
I
is the
don't understand.
Volkswagen 181.
I don't
He's-
understand why you wouldn't be.
Okay.
We should- I
DJ or
definitely
Dr.
think-
Muff Diver. He's a
Dr.
DJ.
Muff Diver.
It's a DJ apparently.
Interesting.
I
That-
found that
That's one of the
I-
teams in the fantasy league I'm in.
Is it really?
The Muff Divers.
Well, Dr. Muff Diver has a song called "And You'll Never Guess." Pussy, pussy.
that's the name of the song.
No, pussy, pussy.
Well, how about that? I found that taking anyone's name and putting DJ in front of it immediately makes that name weaker. DJ Abraham Lincoln, for example.
It makes it weaker. Is that what you said?
Weaker, yes.
I don't know.
But if
Yes,
he called
Riley.
himself like DJ Lynx or something, it sounds awesome.
DJ Lynx. That sounds like a porn star name.
But Dr.
Maybe he is a
Muff-
porn star. I saw Abraham Lincoln beard in a porn. I jizz
Wow.
everywhere.
So Dr. MD kind of sucks.
Dr. MD.
Yeah. Dr. Muff Diver. He
Okay.
sucks.
Is he an MD? Because that would be hilarious. He could be Dr. MD MD.
Dr. MD MD. I don't know if he is or not, but maybe. Possibly. Just
But
like
yeah, I definitely think on the regular show that you should have Dave back on. That would be cool.
sure.
He makes for good conversation. Like last episode of Grapecast.
when I'm
Which I
not
think-
killing him.
What?
When I'm not killing him.
Yeah, you should probably refrain from that.
Nah, you have my permission. One of these days when I'm at Jake's house, I'm still just going to knock on his door and just, when he opens it, just stare at him and run away.
He kind of fell off the face of the earth too, didn't he?
Who?
Jake.
That's possible.
He just kind of disappeared.
Who?
Big Jake?
Yeah, Jake.
No, Big
in
Jake
Missouri.
is in like Minnesota or
He's
Missouri.
in
or...
Missouri.
Yeah, that sounds about
He's
right.
in Missouri.
One of the M states. I always forget.
There are a lot of M states, and I can list them all.
Yeah.
No, I really can. In alphabetical order, too.
Okay, that's good for you.
Screw you, Casey.
But yeah, he's
Maine,
going to college
Maryland,
story now.
Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana. There you go. I did
Yeah.
it.
Oh, congratulations. But yeah, he's going. Doing his life.
Yay! Celebration. Well, it's good to know that he's still alive. It's good to know that a lot of people are still alive.
Really? Come on.
Anyway,
Hank was the only one that probably got that.
probably flew right over my head
Meow.
and over my ears.
Meow. Meow.
You mean like the bug that got into my glasses and eye fucked me?
That was what we had to pull off to the side of the road because a bug got into
into my
It was like,
glasses
it's like that movie
and
Overboard.
started doing
I
things.
just
Ah.
swallowed a bug.
I had
I-
one smack me in the forehead. That
I,
kinda
I,
hurt.
I wasn't worried
High
about
five
that.
you,
I was worried
Should've
about
had
the
a
fact
kid.
that my eye doing it.
Yeah. Anyway, have you guys heard about
Nope.
the U.S. is thinking about striking on Syria?
Talk about it because A, I don't know a whole lot about it, and 2, I just don't think it should happen.
Mm.
Because
I'm not going to go into details because we're almost out of time. But yeah, I just felt like announcing that because it's kind of a big deal.
all I know is Great Britain backed out, so we should too. Because we're basically the only ones that are still in it.
We're not in it at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we've been debating for who
It's
knows how
essentially
long.
me with
whether we should
buying
do
things.
something about it.
It's just been standing there like,
Yeah.
So-
maybe I'll buy it, but maybe I won't. I don't know.
So did Obama finally decide not to do anything about it?
He asked Congress to approve, and they're still trying to
They're
decide
still
if
approving,
they're gonna
not approving.
follow through with it or not. Yeah. Here's what I know. Syria is in political unrest because their dictator person is like, I'm gonna kill everyone and throw chemical weaponry at you guys. So have fun with that. and so we're just standing on the sidelines, being like, oh man, should we do something or should we just sit there and let them deal with it? And we're currently thinking, well, we might actually want to do something about it because this guy's kind of evil. And Britain's like, yeah, we're with you. And France is like, yeah, we're also with you. And Russia's like, we hate America. We're not with you. Whatever Syria's doing, they're awesome.
Yeah.
Syria's awesome.
And then 5 hours later, France pulled a Vince. Is like, you know what, guys, you're spending too much money. I don't want to go out anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Throwback.
Yeah, and then he
yeah.
actually does
Call-
things and
call
shows up at
throw
my house when we're all
tossbacks.
trying to sleep.
I still don't remember any of that happening.
Yeah, that happens.
Other than
It did happen. You were sleeping. Kyle took many arrows to the face and yet still didn't wake up.
he took
I did
arrows-
find the perfect alarm.
Well,
to
no
wake
wonder
him
he
up,
didn't
though.
wake up because arrows to the face.
Yeah, but it didn't kill him because he woke up at another time.
And we haven't seen him since.
Well, I have. You haven't because
Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm never
I know.
around because
Because you do drugs.
I
Do
goes to
cocaine.
college and do drugs. Yeah, that was a thing last time.
Walk through
I did my
Gettysburg
Dr.
yelling
Roxo
that. Yeah.
impression. Yeah, I did that too. And everybody was a fan of it.
Everybody turned into
Everyone.
fans.
Everyone.
I had one complaint,
Yes.
and it was the fact that it just wasn't realistic enough that he had to do cocaine to really make it realistic.
Yeah, I had to have cocaine with me in order to really take it home.
I just have
Dude,
cocaine in
that.
general.
Yeah, cocaine. So anyway, we're coming up on that time, so we should probably end off the show. Yeah, I know. It's been an hour and 1 minute and 54 seconds already. Can
Yeah, I
you
can.
believe it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So anyway, for Riley,
Yeah, I can.
Wes,
gonna be saying when I'm all inside you with gay sex.
and
It's
Hank.
fun.
I am your surrogate host, Casey. You're welcome, Internet.